Hey guys, how's it going today? All right, let's do a live trade. It's been a while since I've done one for you guys. So the first thing that I always do is I acknowledge, am I going long or am I going short, right? So in this particular case, I'm going short. And after I realize I'm going short, I justify why I'm going short. So I'm justifying going short because I missed the uptrend, right? There was a really large uptrend. For example, EOS gained 15%, Bitcoin gained 5% right there, IOTA gained 13%. So because a lot of these coins ended up uptrending very heavily, there's also a very, very strong chance that it's going to downtrend as well, right? So for example, if Bitcoin ended up uptrending this amount right there, let's take this general retracement. Well, we can say that Bitcoin could possibly fall about 1 to 2%. And if Bitcoin does fall 1 to 2%, then all these other coins are going to fall 1 to 4% as well, right? Okay, take a look at this. I'm in a short position right now. Every time we get to the 1640 ranges, we get shot down, right? So I'm in a only a $20,000 position for IOTA. So it's not really the biggest position for IOTA right now. Actually, it's only like a $12,000 position. Let's get some more in here. Let's just try to get some more of our limits filled here, okay? So I'm just stacking up with this guy right now, only 1,000 at a time. And I'm in EOS as well, right? The short. And I'm in an EOS short right now for 8.29. So now let's talk about some of the key factors as to why I went into a trade, okay? So let's look at EOS first of all. So to me, I see a 10-minute chart, 5 very clean waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going up. Not only do I see 5 clean waves, but if you take a look at here, guys, always acknowledge the highs. So that is one high, that is another high right here, right? I'm just gonna flip the arrow around here so you guys can see it. This one right there and that one right there. So after you notice the highs, you say to yourself which one's higher. Obviously this one is higher. So because this one is getting a higher high right now, we also have to take a look at the strength. And what we're noticing on the strength right now is that it's down ticking, right, on the higher high. So there's a very good chance in the next 5 to 10 minutes, it's probably going to come down. We look on a 15-minute chart as well, getting a series of I meant to say lower high, okay? So I'm catching it literally right around here. A little bit slow, okay? A little bit slow, but I think I'm catching it on the very tail end right now. Notice how not many people are really buying right now to come up, right? But take a look at EOS, right? EOS is obviously the bigger play right now. It's the bigger play because I'm playing a much bigger position. I'm playing 9 times 4, $36,000 position right now. I'm not going to add any more though. I'm good with where I am right now. Alright, so we're ticking upwards right now a little bit on EOS, but I think this is possibly going to make one last hurrah upwards like this, and this is what I call my ending 5th wave diagonal for the 5th subwave that goes into there. That is a very strong possibility. I might have just, shorted at a very bad spot. So if it goes up to like 910, 913, I'm simply going to add more to my position. IOTA, I'm doing very well in the position already right here, okay? Already up like $100. It got slammed down, see that? It's probably because Bitcoin got slammed down. There you go, guys. Bitcoin right there simply just got slammed down in the market right here, okay? That's why we're seeing these fluctuations right now. Do you guys think anything ever stays that high in RSI? Maybe, right? Maybe it stayed this high before, came down just a little bit, and then it simply just trapped all the bulls. Maybe we're not even done this uptrend yet, right? So let's just say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, that could be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that could have been the 4th already, and there's still one more to go up, right? But we take a look at IOTA, we're already $100 down, or $100 up on this position right here. EOS is still uptrending right now. It's alright, guys. Remember, we talked about that already, so stay very, very calm. Always stay very cautious and have your game plan. We just saw it get slapped down a little bit here with some sellers. Hey guys, how's it going today? So I wanted to just live trade here in front of you guys because it's been a while since I've released a video. Just to let you guys know that I'm doing okay. So I've been playing very little in the market lately, right? Been playing very, very little. I'm more so just enjoying the summer right now. because where I am in Manitoba, Canada, we don't really have the longest summers. It just started to get warm just a few weeks ago, actually, and we just had a Canada Day long weekend here, so I'm just taking it very easy right now. So I'm in a short position. Every time I enter a trade, I acknowledge one of two, well, two things mainly, right? Am I going long or am I going short? And the reasons why I'm going into the trade as well. So right now, I have entered a short position simply because I missed the uptrend, right? If you miss an uptrend, short it, right? If you that's simply how it is. You don't always catch a breakout, right? But you can try to catch the top the best that you possibly can, right? So right now it's uptrending a little bit from my short position. I'm not very worried at all. So let's talk about why I decided to short and what some of the targets are, right? So first of all, every time we get some sort of movement upwards, okay? Let's say, like right here, this is a representation of how much this moved up. And this right here moved up a pretty good amount. Okay, we're going to start just going upwards like that right there. So let's say this moved 16% upwards, right? Well, here at the very top, it's most likely going to retrace a certain percentage down if you are trying to catch the top, right? Even if right here, so this is what I do, okay guys? This is what I do. Now, I'm always going to assume that it's going to retrace only at 382, right? Only at 382, right there. Sometimes I don't always catch it up there. Sometimes it goes up way higher, okay? Sometimes it goes up way higher. So then I end up laddering a little bit more. Let's say this is my ladder range, actually, okay? Let's just say this is my ladder range where I have clear buy zones. My buy zones are almost pretty much in there right now. Like how this buy zone of mine is, let's just say it's somewhere in there, okay? As it goes higher and higher, right? I move up my fib retracement, right? See, so before it was right there where it could have got to 382, right? Now it goes higher, so it changes my 382 target, right? To a little bit higher. And let's say it got up all the way up to the top right there, right? You're gonna end up laddering even more, even more, even more until you're satisfied with your position size. And then there, right? So now let's say it finally started to downtrend from there. Then we say to ourselves, upright, well, this is our average position right here. Then, this could possibly fall 4%, right? So that's logic right there. So let's talk about as well why I'm in this short right now, okay? I'm in this short because every time you notice, guys, remember this always, what I'm about to say, okay? Every time you notice a higher high for candles, but you are noticing a lower high on RSI, then that will simply mean that we have lost steam and there's a very strong chance that it is more likely to go down than it steam as well, okay? So take a look at this right here, guys, right? Notice right here, this is a lower low, right? But if you look at the price action, it's actually a higher low. So it should indicate that it's losing or it's gaining steam, but it's actually not at all, right? So now the next thing that we do is, let's just say we go to a 10-minute chart. We say to ourselves, all right, well, is there a crossover that's going to happen possibly soon? So we say to ourselves, is it possible that the histogram is going to downtick soon? Are we going to get a MACD crossover? Is this just going to soar up right now? Do we have any bearish candles right now that could support? I look on every single time frame, right? Don't mind the sound in the background, this company. So I look on every single time frame, guys, and I notice first of all one rejection. I see a doji. I see a wick right there that's getting rejected, and then a big wick that gets rejected right here on EOS, right? and the wick here rejected literally 2%, and then we get a hanging man right away, right after it, right, with a very little volume. So to me, with this completely overbought region of 95 right in there, like 95 is a really big number, guys. There's a really strong chance that it's going to end up down ticking instead. So IOTA, I'm up about $100 right now. Like, let's go look at Bitcoin. Like, is this the final retracement that we're getting up there? Get my little spreadsheet out here. Okay, let's do this right now, okay? So, we are in a short right now for 10,000. Let's just go the bigger one first. 4,000. This one is at 8.92568389. Okay. This one is at 10,000 coins at 1.16087675. Okay. So now we're gonna do some realistic. What I'd be laddering. So you guys need to remember how I play, right? When I first enter a position, it's a very risky position that I always take. It's usually a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio that I like to stay around. But at the same time, we also have to remember that my probability of success is much higher than the average trader. So I can take these less than 1-to-1 risk to reward ratios because my win expectancy is also much higher, right? But it's also less than 1-to-1 because I'm acknowledging the fact that I will end up buying upwards if it ends up going upwards, which ends up raising my stop even higher, right? And then if the if it ends up uptrending. So this one right here, we're gonna put a target right around 71. Okay, we're gonna go for 3,999 EOS here. $850 on my normal fib retracement, as long as we downtrend right about now, right? That's a really good target. And then on a more aggressive side, if we reach target 2 at $8.56, my risk to reward is 1.33 with a possible gain of about 1,448. And this max loss right here, it's kind of not that accurate always, right? Because of the way that I ladder as it goes up as well, you have to keep in mind. Now let's look at it on the IOTA side as well, okay? Yeah, IOTA is really downtrending already, guys. I should have played a much bigger position here. This one was a very, very small position. We're going to take our fib just of this right there, which seems to make a lot more sense right now. This is a very conservative approach right here. I'm going to be gaining about a possible 3% right here, so $300. So this one would be 1.126. I'm going to make that as my target 1, okay? 1.126. full risk to reward right now of about 5.36 for a maximum possible profit on the aggressive side of 4.17%, $485. So combined, these two, I have a possible profit potential of about $1,920 and a possible loss of about $1,200, but an average gain of about 1,200. So even it's about 1-to-1 RR from my perspective in my eyes. Now, what we do after this always, guys, is we take a look, okay? We just keep looking for signs that's going to support our theory. Treat ourselves as a scientist, right? Where we are, we have a theory, okay? We have a theory, and we are going to conduct an experiment to see if our hypothesis plays out or not, right? Sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. So now we have the hypothesis that that is the top. Now there's a retracement that's going to come down to at least a 382. We took the 5 waves of all of this already, and we also have to remember some very basic rules of Elliott wave as well, okay? Elliott wave says that for every 5 waves that goes up, there's some impulse wave that goes up, regardless of what structure that is in. You know, whether it's a zigzag, and that's part of an ABC structure, right? Whether that's like part of an ABC structure or something like that, anything like that. Anyways, what we should always make sure that we're aware of is that we never ever take, okay, I'm going to show you guys. For wave 2, only take the Fibonacci retracement of wave 1, okay? For wave 4, only take the Fibonacci retracement of wave 3. For wave 5, never ever take the retracement of just this right there, okay? That is not right. Always take the retracement of the whole thing. Because if you think of Elliott wave and how fractals and how they're formed, you know, everywhere, you think of it like this as well, right? You think that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse waves going up that create this first wave right there. Well, here's the argument, okay? If those 5 waves created that first wave, then what's to stop me from calling this gigantic one right here wave 1, right? You guys see my logic right there? Whoops, I don't know what just happened there. Right, like what's to stop me from just calling this wave 1 right there? Yeah, so I completely forgot where it was. I kind of took off for a little bit there. Okay, let's do this. So, I gotta go back there. 1 second. All right. There we go. Alrighty. So let's look at EOS right now. EOS, am I up? I'm up. I'm even right now, actually. So it hasn't really broken quite down yet. So is it going to make a channel? Right. That's another possible thing that it can make right there. It can make a channel. But notice right now that it's supporting above this, okay? It's supporting above the 21 EMA. Right now, we're actually doing pretty good. If I had played a 50K position, that would have been up about $750 already. Pretty good. I'm up $150 right now on IOTA. Yeah, guys, like, make sure you're setting these RSI alerts, right? Like, I only set mine for Bitcoin lately. Okay, make sure you guys set all these alerts. I set mine for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Right? You can just kind of chill back a little bit. So this might give a small curve down and then up. So the thing that we always do is, or that I always do, is I always cycle through these time frames, right? I say to myself, okay, the 5-minute crossed over already to the negative side of the histogram. Is it going to cross over to another side, right? Is now the 10-minute going to cross over? Look at this, the 10-minute actually crossed over already. The 10-minute is crossing over right here already as well, right? Where it looks like it's about to tick down on the negative side, right? It's all the histogram, not necessarily the crossover, because that's a lagging indicator, right? So now we see to ourselves, okay, well, the 10-minute chart's got a potential to cross down, but how much before it curves back upwards, right? And now we take a look at the 15-minute chart. We say to ourselves, okay, well, the 15-minute chart is very far away from crossing over right now. So we are right now still in a very strong short-term uptrend, right? That's what we say to ourselves as a trader. And then after we say to ourselves, all right, now we have isolated to the 10-minute chart right here that we are working in, since we are seeing that the crossover could possibly happen to over here. Now let's look at the level 2 price action and see how that's looking as well for each one. We see that here it's very slow, right? So you just look at the time and you deduce from this time right here to that time is about a minute and 30 seconds, and this page only fills 25. So in the past minute and 30 seconds, we've actually only seen about 25 trades on IOTA. So very, very slow right now, okay? Very, very slow. Very liquid, but slow, okay? Lots of liquidity right now, but you have to acknowledge the demand, which is withering away right now to purchase, right? And if there's demand withering away to purchase when we're in very overbought conditions, sorry, don't mind my hair. You know, I really gotta get a haircut, guys. I don't really go out that much. I'm super introverted, believe it or not, right? Like, guys, like, if I ever go out, it's like honestly for only big occasions. I'm very introverted lately. It would be hard to believe, but I don't really care about the way I look, guys. Like, I'm happy with myself, you know? I'm happy. I'm just a gamer at heart who just plays games all day, plays Dota all day, and just has fun in the market. Look at this, guys. We're down ticking now, right? So because we see it down ticking on EOS, we have to say to ourselves, all right, is every other coin down ticking as well? Yeah, this looks like there's a lot of bullish pressure to go down, right? So if there's bullish pressure to go down, what you always need to do is go back to the Bitcoin chart, right? Take a look at the Bitcoin chart right here, and what you're seeing is that, all right, from 50, whoa, okay, some people spiked it up. Watch, there's going to be a delay for this little spike up here. Not even close. See, that was a pretty big spike up, right? It was about 8 Bitcoin total. See, there's a spike. Did you guys see that? Right? There's a spike. So now we're going to say to ourselves, all right, well, what's going on right here? How's Bitcoin looking? Guys, come on. Look at the RSI. Like, come on. But the only thing that worries me is, like, over here, excuse me, hiccup. It got super high and then it didn't give a crap, right? It just went even higher. You know what I mean? That's what happened last time. On the 30-minute chart, like, hold on, let's see where that was. I don't know where that was actually. I can't find it. Right here, okay? Okay, let's look at where the R side was on the 30-minute chart. Whoa. Yeah, that's way too high. Like, we're way too high right now. Before this one was over here, it still had the momentum to go up, but I don't think it has any more momentum to actually go up right now. It's just so high in price right now. It's got to break down. It's gonna be a $1,000. It's gonna be a $1,000 payday, guys. Yeah, it's gonna be a wicked $1,000 payday. And I'm gonna add a little bit to my position here, like at the 9,790 ranges, if it actually spikes up to there. If it actually gets down to over here, it'd be amazing. So what I always make sure is I try to close my position when I feel the momentum changes, right? Because in theory, if you think about it like this, when you close a short position, well, shouldn't that also be the same time that you believe that support has been found? Which also means that shouldn't that be the same time you go long, right? So you have to think of it from that perspective as well. Kind of like when you go long, you should be taking profit by laddering into strength still, and you should be racking up those short positions, right? So yeah, like I don't think it's going up, guys. Like the pressure is just ridiculous right now to come down. You guys gotta acknowledge that. I added a 20-minute chart to my repertoire here. You guys gotta look at the 20-minute chart, right? You get a massive wick right there. And then you get like 2 hanging man candles basically, right? One hanging man, another hanging man right there as well. ticking down the histogram already, volume waning off as well. Now, the 10-minute chart, it actually failed, right, to tick down the way we wanted it to. So yeah, there's a chance that it's going to break upwards as well, like, of course. This could be a support, or this could be just a resistance, right? If you think of it like that, this region right here could just be a resistance, just itching to break out right there. So you have to acknowledge that as well. But if you look on the 1 hour chart, like, how could we not acknowledge for the past 2 hours that 3% has been rejected? So there's a lot of indicators right now, a lot of signs that are saying more bear than bull. So IOTA, still looking very good right here, okay? So whenever I'm scanning my list, by the way, the reason why I decided to short IOTA and EOS, can you guys take a guess why? The reason why I decided to short EOS and IOTA. Whoa, it actually filled up there. The reason why I decided to short IOTA and EOS is because, well, EOS has moved, it's 13%, right? And IOTA is about 11, 12%. NEO is not really that much volume, and I'm more comfortable playing these coins that are like, under $10, right? All right, so that one didn't actually fill up the other 4,500, or sorry, the other 500 to complete 5K. But that one actually spiked up nicely. Take a look, it filled up at 97.21 there, right? So I'm in a pretty good position. So every time I put in a limit order, or I get more, I, end up putting in my order there. But I don't want to actually look like I'm, um, like holding it up with a big wall or anything. Oh, there we go. No, nothing really right there. Like, all these look like they're too high, they need to break, right? Like, Litecoin needs to break, but it's not really moving a lot in terms of volatility wise and percentage wise. So I really don't want to short that one right now. And then there's of course Ripple, which has only moved 6%, right? You don't want to move, why would you want to short a coin where it's only moved like not that much right there, right? Why would you, like, it just makes no sense. You want to short a coin that has moved a very heavy amount, like 14% on EOS. Like this one here has moved a pretty good amount as well, Litecoin, but still not enough. So we have to direct our attention to somewhere else, right? We see Ethereum right now, right? It's moved only 5%, not really on our radar. So the only coins that are really valuable to us right now is NEO, right? It's moved a lot, but the liquidity really worries me. So here's EOS just spiking up right here. Bitcoin probably spiked up here as well, I'm guessing. But like I mentioned, guys, there's a good chance that it could spike up as well, right? And then we're just going to short it. Okay, now let's just manage our positions very wisely. Looks like there might be one more for IOTA as well, wave going upwards. Honestly, I can't see this being really that big, guys, of an uptrend. We're not really down that much right now in our position at all. Like, we have to always stay calm, first of all, right, guys? So it's It's only a 1% movement, right? But look at how much it moves. So Bitcoin right now, lots of pressure still. So now I got 5,000. Oh, 6,000, sorry, it just reflected. 6,000. So now my average price is really high. So because I've got 6,000 and I'm in a position for $72,000, I've allocated myself a maximum position size of another 40K I can play. So right now I'm in how much? Hold on, I'm only in a 53K position right now, okay? 53K position. I can play another 40K. I'm only gonna let myself play about 100K total on this account. So Iona, you know, it's doing its really crappy, tiny little B retracement thing here. Then most likely it's gonna break down. See the volume weighting off. Very indicative. You guys like how I caught that wick up there? Huh? You guys like that? I caught 904 right there, right? Now it's back down to 9 already. You guys gotta think of it like that, right? Like we rejected a 1.63%. These are big percentages that are rejected, right? Yeah, man. I'm still doing good for Iona. Like, I'm not worried. Lately, I've just been making very good choices. Very good choices. It's just been like, whoa. I feel like my trading, honestly, I call it cocky if you want. I don't care. I know that like I'm always on a continuous mission to learn more and improve my trading, right? That is what trading is about, to always get better, to never stop learning, to never think that you are the best. I don't think I'm the best at all by far. In fact, I look up to a lot of traders out there, right? That I think can have a very positive influence. But just lately I've just been doing very well in terms of making very good decisions. So here's Bitcoin possibly breaking out. But guys, this is not likely a break, okay? This is more likely an ending fifth wave diagonal that just it extended so far up, so fast, that it's more likely to break down than up, okay? You guys have to acknowledge that. So let's see what happens right here, right? 5-minute chart looks like it wants to bust up right now, but at the same time, 10-minute chart looks like it's saying no. Lots of wicks rejected. Who knows? We might just go sideways for a really long time and nothing even ends up coming down. So EOS is still in the 9, still profitable up there on IOTA. Not much. That's okay. It's kind of funny how we're only down 5 cents right now, right? Yeah, look at the price action right now. Like every time it goes up, it just gets slammed down, guys. I think it's gonna be an easy trade. Look at IOTA. It's like how many bars up already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 higher highs. So little forced to go up. Yeah, what's up, guys? Look at this right here. It's pretty awesome, right? We're up already. IOTA's down ticking. EOS is really up already. Really up on their position. It just down ticked really hard earlier. Even if it fell down to over here, I'd be very happy with a 1% gain or 2% gain. I'm already 3 cents up on each one, so it's $180 up at least. Easy trades, guys. After this, I'm gonna go play video games all day because that's what makes me happy, and I'm a gamer at heart. I love Dota. Dota is such a good game. The people you meet in the game are awesome, and also the funny moments in the game, they're just hilarious. The coincidental things that you can only find because everybody is in control of like one hero. So sometimes the cooperation that we have in the game is just really funny. So look how the price is getting driven down right here, right? It's already at 91.60 ranges. It's getting driven down hard. I was just gonna say Bitcoin's probably gonna get driven down right now. Bulls are trying to defend right now. It's not gonna work out too well right there. Yeah, it's down ticking now. So we take a look on here, right? We say to ourselves, all right, well, the 10-minute chart, okay, it does have an impact, right? Negatively ticking on the histogram. Make sure that we always acknowledge that, right? And then we say to ourselves, when is the next down tick on a high time frame? And the next down tick on a high time frame would simply now be on the 15-minute chart, right? So we keep seeing here, for example, on EOS, right? We're seeing a series of a higher high on candles, right? Or pretty much similar, but every single time you are seeing lower RSI, which is indicating that strength is now being lost. Okay, so now, um, okay, so we're gonna get ours right around, what price was it again? We're gonna be very strict here, okay? IOTA was 1.26, okay? Yeah, 1.26. Right around that range. This one was for 9,000. Sorry, my lips are really dry right now. Right around here. Yeah, this guy wants to take a nosedive right now. Easy short, guys. Honestly, man, easy short. Like I've been saying, like lately, guys, I've just been on fire. Like, yeah, I've just been really taking it easy. Finished my June month. My June month was one of the biggest months I've ever had in my life in trading this year. Like in just pure trading, like nothing else at all. And it was a really good month. So now it's July 2nd. Just finished long weekend and here I am just gonna chill. And I'm not gonna get greedy, guys. I always protect my profits. I protect my profits, I make sure I secure them. Because the last thing I'll ever do is let myself lose profit. Remember, like I always say, guys, the only way that you can really grow your money is if you first of all know how to protect and preserve it. Okay, those are important concepts to understand. So this is probably forming a really hard resistance right now. Okay, well, not a hard resistance, but for the interim. So what interim refers to is just short term, right? But when they say an interim resistance, it just refers to like a short-term resistance. In this particular case, it's spanning the. It's going to be spanning like how long now, right? It's spanning about 3 hours so far. So right now, I'd say around 66.20 is a pretty hard resistance. We're at 88.50 right now. I mean, I can close my position and take a really good profit still of 7 cents on the coin. Times that by 6,000, that's a $420 profit still, right? So yeah, I think there's a good chance that it's still gonna keep breaking down heavily right now. I mean, what are the chances of it doing something like this, right? Like, you know what I mean? Of it just breaking upwards right now? Look at that, IOTA just took a beating right there again. Someone just unloaded. Look at that. Look at that, 66.18 already, right? These guys are starting to get very serious right now. Very serious. So target for Bitcoin is definitely over here. I apologize, guys, by the way. People have said that I move my mouse like really fast. You guys gotta remember that to me, this is a video game, right? This is literally a video game. And also my micro, being able to change my limit orders, being able to read all this stuff and do everything very fast is also a skill that's very important to have, right? So the people that can manage this screen very well will ultimately do very well, in my opinion. So I think that we're gonna trend down. I gotta get some chapstick right away. I gotta head out. My lips are super dry and I've got no more here. So realistically, guys, we're gonna, like this guy here, watch, this is how you extrapolate, right? You just extrapolate, guys, right? It's just extrapolate some information. Is it possible to do something like that? Yeah. So is it possible to land somewhere here, first of all, for the first bounce? I'm not saying a major bounce, but I'm saying just for a temporary bounce. Absolutely it is. So here, look at, we're down ticking, right? Like 66.12. Nice, the algos are kicking in now. Okay, the bots are kicking in. You know how the bots are kicking in? Because it's unloading every second. Sell, 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 right? 35, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Do you see like how it was selling there? Like a bunch of bots were just triggering sells when there was actually enough liquidity, when there was enough volume, or not volume, sorry, when there was enough of people bidding over here, right? Bidding to buy, they started to sell over here. Notice that 66.10 is a very temporary wall that they're trying to hold right now, but it got very much so shattered. 66.09 gets shattered. Of course, EOS breaks already, right? Not surprising. Right now, we're already about only up a little bit, right? We're only up about literally 1%. Just 1%, that's it. Ooh, wow, we ended up bulls tried to make one last hurrah, or could have been people just scared of closing shorts. Look at this, a big 5 order right there, right? The bulls try to come in at 66.09. Are they trying to trap the bears right now? 66.10. Ooh, interesting battle right now between the bulls and the bears. So we see the 15-minute chart just looks like it wants to tick down, right? Lagging indicator, man. Ooh, that was a good rejection right there. That was a good rejection, but is that support? 0.6% rejection on a 10-minute chart right there. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of something really funny on Twitter. My friend Mel, yeah, I love Mel. She she sent me a really funny video on YouTube. It was relating to like Tony Vase and I forgot that other that older gentleman that Tony Vase always has on the show. And they were just talking about me on the show. It was funny. it was I don't want to check my messages in front of you guys. I'll check it later near the end of the video. But they were talking about me, right? I don't think Tony Vase likes me a lot for a good reason. For good reason. After the whole spiel, and then this guy was talking about how players in the market always take out other players all the time in the market, right? It's just how it is. Oh, there's a wall there. Let's just take him out, right? As a team, let's take him out together. And then it also creates like a vacuum, right? Where people end up just dumping even more, and it creates like a void, where it might even open up the door to for other people to join you, right? In the rally, right? And this gentleman was defending me, right? And but a lot of people think that I manipulate the market, but you can't really manipulate the market, guys. Like not for EOS at least, unless you've got like a few $100 million lying around. Man, we were halfway to my target. So if I had taken my profit there, that would have been a 1 point something percent. That's when I got into my short a little bit late. But now what I'm thinking is like, are we gonna actually just do something like that? Like, are we just gonna make a channel? I'm always so paranoid about patterns like this forming. But what I more so see now is this, okay? What I see is I see a rejection right here at the 21 EMA, right? We haven't trended below the 21 EMA since 8 in the morning. It's like 4 hours now. So now I see a wick that's actually rejecting it, right? It rejected all the way up to the 92 ranges, okay? And that's actually a very good sign to me that on a very short time frame, it's now looking like it's rejecting it. There we go. We might even get a little bounce off of here, right? 82 might be the lowest we might see for the very, very short term. Then we get a small bounce up, and then come up, and then come down again. Now let's take a look at the 10-minute chart on every other time frame. So this one is making headway down, right? It's looking pretty good. The 5-minute has not rounded off yet at all. It's still ticking down. It's still looking very good for the bears, which is what we want. 3 minutes still looking very bearish as well. Keep looking at all the charts. The 20-minute chart formed a very nasty candle, okay? First of all, we got this huge rejection wick upwards, followed by 2 hanging mans coming down right here. And then we also get a shooting star that goes up like that. So these are very, very, very bearish types of candles, guys, right? You don't want to mess around with that. On the 30-minute chart, we got some nasty rejections as well. So it looks like I was right. We're going to always take the most conservative retracement that we can possibly take, because that's how I have been successful like this, because I am a very conservative player, and because I'm a very conservative player, it has helped me minimize a lot of my risk and my exposure. And I just found a way to capitalize on very short-term volatility in the market by focusing on very small gains. And as we can see, it's getting driven down right now already to the 86 ranges, because Bitcoin is also getting driven down. So Bitcoin's short-term target, guys, is most likely about 65.25, and that's why my target is also going to remain the same, right there. Okay, so if I close my position right here, it's going to be a very juicy profit today, guys. Like, we're doing very good. It's going to be a 2.86% profit right there, right? And mine's about 1.71. Or sorry, not that word. So yeah, 8.71 there. 8.71 if we got there. That's an $848. Actually, we're the 6,000. We're in a pretty big position now, right? We're in a pretty big position right here, okay? Yeah. This one is a 53K position. We're not really that up right now. Like, not really at all. Not that up or anything. This one's spiked up, but momentarily. Like, bulls are trying, or bears are trying rather, but they're not getting that much done right now. And the bulls are trying, but they're not getting much done either. So here's the line that's probably going to be held at 6,600, I'm guessing, or they're going to try to. Is this lagging? Alright, so how long have I been in this trade for now, guys? Okay, so I'm narrating all this with you today. I've been in this trade since 1027 about. Just confirming with IOTA as well. Yeah, 1026, 1027. Candle, like if there's a long weekend, we just take like Thursday to Monday off, to be honest. Like we take Thursday, Friday, or sorry, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. So you get like a 4-day weekend. And it's just like a long weekend every month, so at least one day a month, you know, it's awesome. Like for you know the people that actually have 9 to 5 kind of job, unlike you know people like me who are in their you know their sweats pretty much their all day at home, right? So yeah, I'm in my sweats literally all day at home. Like honestly, if I had a choice, I would just wear a hoodie for the rest of my life, like a blue hoodie or something like that, and that's all I care about. So we're getting a little bit of support here right now. But guys, these candles are nasty. Like you have to acknowledge these candles, right? You can't just panic because it's going up a little bit right now and be like, ooh, I lost all my profit already. Nah, guys, it doesn't work like that. You gotta make sure you look at all these time frames and acknowledge them, okay? And these are some nasty, nasty, nasty rejection candles right now, and there's a really good chance it's gonna come down. So here's the 15-minute chart, right? The 15-minute chart crossed over already on pretty much every single coin, right? It's about to just come down negatively to the negative side in just a few seconds, or sorry, minutes, 10 minutes there. So hopefully we'll get a, you know, at least 1 or 2 bars that come down. On the 15-minute chart, way too many rejections. I don't like that at all. Or I don't like that for the bulls if I were the bulls, right? If I were the bulls, I'd be like, yeah, bears are winning right now. It's kind of, you know, like they definitely have the benefit. I can take a $300 profit right here as well, like between both of my trades, but I'm not interested in that as well. I'm interested in the big profit right here. Let's just see if this is going to spike upwards for one more last hurrah. Okay, like on the 50-minute chart, crossover. Is there a crossing over in the 20-minute chart? That's far, far away, right? But these do show signs right here of bearish pressure right now, right? This one did get to 55, I think. Actually, what did he get to, guys? I'm gonna check EOS. EOS got to 55. Wow. So I actually could have made 600 bucks already. I missed out on $600 of profit, guys. Combined with my IOTA one, it's quite a bit of profit, right? $700 of profit. So Bitcoin just dropped right there. Notice how this wall showed up red, and then this wall showed up red earlier as well, right? Yeah. I think there's gonna be one more wave coming down here. sometimes it just doesn't retrace a lot, right? Like you gotta acknowledge, like this one for example, only retraced like 382, right? That's why I'm always a conservative shorter. I don't really target big numbers. So if I close at 88.40, what would it be? Okay. Pretty cranky today for a guy who's about to make $800, right? You know why I'm cranky today, guys? Because I'm just super tired. It was a rough weekend. I've got a lot to do right now in planning wise. I've just got so many projects for crypto and like investing wise and like videos. Just don't have enough time. I'm also getting a little bit stressed out. I'm also trying to make plans with my friend Mel because I'm not really sure what we're gonna do yet, but I know that we're gonna meet soon. Like we're definitely gonna meet in Thailand soon. We've been talking about it for like how long have we been talking about it for now? Her and I have been talking about it for about 6 months now, about me going there, and it's just been kind of like me being flaky right now, to be quite honest, just because I've got too many other projects on the go, and I'm also scared of traveling alone. Like I haven't really done that before, so yeah, I don't really want to travel alone, you know. But of course, I'm going there to meet hers, or to see her rather, so it's a little bit different. But we'll see how that goes. I've also been super lazy lately, guys. Like, so lazy, man. Like, you've got no idea. I mean, like, last week I had like a 15th, like, I had a $10,000 day last week, right? Like, put that into perspective. I had a $10,000 day. And then, you know, I've had good days, like $2,000, $3,000 days on top of that, right? So it was like a $25,000 week almost. So when you have a $25,000 week, it's like, okay, I just made my salary for the year. I'm not really motivated by money. I'm super lazy. Yeah, this one's just like taking forever right now. I'm getting lazy. I see the pressure coming down, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to wait around. I just want a GTFO and I just want to, I don't know, go play Fortnite or something like that. That's a lot of pressure, guys. Watch the pressure here too, okay? You'll see the pressure here too, watch. The Bulls, they think that's a lot, like holding it up. Like, come on. If I wanted to short right now, I could short another 4,000 easily. 5,000 I can short if I wanted to. 6,000 I can short. So you guys see that? I can play another $5,800 if I wanted to. I can move over for funds and trade more, but I only want to trade stick to about 100k right now. It's kind of what I want to do. Excuse me. This one's not up much, guys. This one's only up a few $100. Bitcoin still struggling right here. So this was a pretty big position, right? Like altogether. I mean, we're playing 53k and also 11, like 12k, right? Which is a 65k position altogether, roughly. Now, you know, 1% of 65k is a lot of money if you think of it like that, right? 1% of 65,000 is $650, right? And you guys can't give me that argument. You know, you guys can't give me that argument of like, oh yeah, you've got more capital, so of course you can play this strategy. No, guys, I've been using this strategy from the beginning. And I started playing with like, you know, tiny amounts, right? And sometimes you just develop a style that works well for you, that's all. So how's the pressure here for the Bears? Lots of bearish pressure still to come down. How do we know? Because it's all red. Simple as that. It's all red. It's all red. Nah, it ain't gonna go up, guys. Okay, it's making me a little bit nervous now, I have to admit, that the price action dictates it's still gonna head down, but it's taking a really long time right now, okay? Instead of being up like $400, I'm now only up like 200 right now. So I'm tempted to shut off some of my position right now, which I'm going to because I think I screwed up here. There's a chance it might still break up, right? Like for a few more bars. Like that one was a pretty strong bar despite it lacking volume. So now I'm just kind of like waiting around. So now I'm definitely gonna shut off some of my position. Okay, the 50-minute like looks like, man, looks like it was a fake out, right? But doesn't it look like it wants to drop right now? What was my base price again? My base price again was 84, right? Or sorry, 92, was it? No, I didn't adjust my price properly there. I think it was 96 or something, right? So if you take a 6 cent, 5 cent difference between them, right? So I made 50 bucks on that particular trade when I shed some off. So now I've got some house money that's mine already, right? So these guys, they came to rush in at the 90-30 ranges, didn't hold. So I took profit a little bit early, like a cent way too early. Now we're really starting to downtrend, right? Like, not really starting to downtrend, but what we're starting to do is see a lot of red across the board. And when we see red across the board like this, it's very indicative that, nah, you don't need to really shed off too much. But it did make me nervous being on hold there for a really long time, right? So now we're going to see what's going to happen here. And if there's a chance that it's going to hit our actual target, right? So we're just going to monitor it very, very carefully and closely. So do I want to though? I was nervous earlier. Have to factor that in, right? Do I want to shut off some of my position? My RR is still fantastic right now. Let me make it a habit to start putting on the table for you guys here, okay? For you guys to see. But just assume always an R to RR ratio of mine about 1-to-1. Something about there. Hi, Luna. Here you go, guys, for all the people that miss my dog. Here you go, Luna. She's so sweet. She's actually like a super good dog. Everyone says that about their dog though, right? That they're like always a super good dog, right? But her, she's actually like incredibly sweet towards me. Yeah. Yeah, you look at the price action right now and it looks like it's definitely wanting to come down. Yeah, you want to stay with dad? You want to work with me? That's her on my chest. This is how she likes to stay, believe it or not. There you go. There you go. Should I blow on you? Ah! You okay? Sometimes she makes that noise. I don't hurt her or anything, trust me. I swear I don't hurt her. She always makes that noise sometimes. If I squeeze her a tiny bit too tight, she's kind of a squeamish little girl. You okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. You okay? She's okay, guys. She's okay, I swear. Too much bearish momentum right now for it to go upwards. Or sorry, to come downwards. Alright guys, I'm back. Yeah, you don't see Luna, but she's still right here, okay guys? She's still right here. She's just a little bit cranky and needs to sleep, so yeah, she's a cranky one right now. You okay, little papi? It's not a tiring day because my folks are here cooking for us. Or for me, rather, not for us. Yeah, and my dog gets really excited around them. So she's gonna sleep now. It's her nap time. She's a very spoiled dog, if you guys don't know. So this is not gonna be a big profit, guys. Like, I screwed up. I screwed up so many times. Yeah, I did screw up. I mean, just the way it's looking, like looks like it's gonna find support right around here because Bitcoin's being so stubborn right now with not wanting to correct. Like, we're even starting to round off right here, right? You gotta think of these as S curves. They just think of it as the curvature just goes up and down always, right? Everything oscillates. Everything goes up and down, up and down, up and down like that. It just circulates like that, right? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to catch it as the momentum is about to shift. So those are some important things to keep in mind. Now, we're not always going to catch at the bottom, right, guys? Like, we're not always going to catch it on the bottom, for example, right here, right? So what we want to do is we want to try to buy it as, as it's shifting upwards, right? To catch the momentum. Now, I personally didn't get in long, as you guys know already, because I wasn't even here for that. It was way in the morning. I mean, this happened like at 8 in the morning, right? It was way in bed by then. Yeah. So now I might just shed some of my position, just take my dinky little profit, and just call it a day, and voila, c'est fini. And just maybe get like $250, not even. That's kind of it. I just can't foresee it. Like sometimes when it sideways corrects, right? Our side resets like that, right? It doesn't always come down. Like here, sure, it got a pretty big one, right? If you happen to get the top, that was a pretty nice little short right there, right? Like this short right here would have been a nice profit. I can't hold down shift. It's not working for some reason. I'll use this toolbar instead. So this one dropped, 4%, but that was over the course of like a day and a half or something. So right now, it's pretty red on the board right now. Red on IOTA too. That's the thing, right? Like IOTA is looking very bearish. Yes, it's having that curvature that we want. Okay, this is the curvature that we want. Instead of curving it around now, it's just kind of coming downwards, right? And this one, instead of arching upwards like that and coming back up, it's actually angling down. So it's got a lot of momentum to come down on IOTA. So let's take a look on this guy. This guy hasn't quite done it yet. Bitcoin is, on the 1 hour chart, Bitcoin just ticked down on the histogram, right? Yeah, so it's pretty overbought right now. Yeah, make sure you guys understand when I say overbought, I mean like when I say overbought or oversold, that I kind of use them interchangeably because I kind of have like it's kind of like dyslexic moment between those two for some reason like that. I don't want to close this yet. Like, yeah, get rid of that right there. I'm still at 871. Like, I'm still in a really good position, like for 5,500, and my base price is what, like 8.9571, right? 8.9571 right there. My target one is 8.71. So even if I hit my target right there, guys, 8.71 with the 5,500 position, like that's huge. I didn't realize I was playing that big. I didn't update it, right? Like those are some pretty good positions from 8.95. If it actually hits 8.71, that's actually a $1,300 payday. Whoa, pretty big. If it hits 8.56, that's actually a $2,100 payday. Like 5.6 is right around over here. Okay, that's a very conservative target as well. So let's just see how this plays out. I'm very excited to see. So we're at the 20 ranges right here, right? So IOTA, I'm up $100. This one not really up that much. This one got an 8.9. I could have, if I kind of want to get out of this, right? So if I just sold that at 8.9, I would have been up $300 actually. I would have been up 400 for both of them. But now it's just a matter of a waiting game, which I'm not a big fan of. You okay, Luna? What's wrong, little pappy? Sometimes she gets difficult. Okay, little puppy. Okay? Need anything, little puppy? Yeah. Lips are still super dry. Yeah. It's always cool to have a dog with you. Like, I like having a dog. Let's see if you guys can actually see her. There you go. She's right here. She's right here on my lap. She's like literally the size of a baby, right? Like, so she's like 7 pounds. I love her. I've had her since she was like 8 weeks old. Yeah, 8 weeks old, 2 months old. I remember the first day I got her, like I went up to this like farm, right? Where they were she's a purebred, right? I wanted like a purebred Yorkshire Terrier slash Pomeranian type dog. She happens to be like a mix of both, right? She's half and half. And when I went there, like there were 2 males and 2 females, puppies, right? 2 boys, 2 girls. And all of them just ignored me. Like all 3 of them ignored me. But this one just kept following me around. Just kept following me around by my foot, right? Didn't try to bite me, didn't try to get attention, just like naturally walked next to me. But keep in mind, it was like in a farm in a big pen, right? So, yeah, she just kind of clung on to me. Like she just got so attached to me, like right away when I saw her. And like she just never left my side. And I walked out of the pen, she walked out with me. And that was that. She got into my car, like she walked with me to my car, didn't need a leash or anything at 8 weeks old. And she was crying though, like when I took her away because her mom was there. Yeah, her mom was there, right? So her mom was like crying for Luna, and Luna was crying for her mom. But after that, like after we drove away, she just Yeah, she just became my dog. Yeah, she's really attached to me. She's so protective of me. If you don't know me, and if you don't know me, or if you've never met me before, and you've never met my dog, like you'll never be able to touch me. So I wonder how Luna's gonna take it when Luna eventually meets Mel one day. I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure Luna's gonna meet Mel. Luna's gonna be so overprotective. That's gonna be funny. It's like, who's this other girl in your life? I'm the only dog in your life. Or sorry, not only dog. I'm the only female in your life, not dog. That sounded really bad. So here's that 9115 still right now, okay? Yeah, IOTA's like not even moving right now. Bitcoin. Oh yes, that looked good, right? That looked good right there. There's a 7. Is it gonna create a opening? Is it gonna create an opening? Are we gonna be able to dash through it? Get a little bit lower. Yeah, I'm sure that that's gonna cause a little bit of a ripple. That was quite a bit of money. 56K. You have to keep in mind that for every 50K, every 100, you want to go down? Here, let me put you down, okay? Don't hurt your legs. Come on, let me put you down, little girl. There you go. Go ahead. You want to go see? You want to go say bye to grandpa and grandma? You want to go say hi to them? Or bye? You want to go in your ottoman? Yeah? You want to go in your ottoman? Do you guys remember that ottoman I bought her? Everyone was like, you should get Luna a dog bed. You should get Luna a dog bed. All my viewers. So I just went out and I bought her like this $2,000 like not ottoman, like sectional instead. So now she takes up the whole sectional. I don't think I've sat on it like once since I got it. It's funny. It's doing all right so far still. It's just a matter of waiting, guys. Like, I'm not kidding. It's just a matter of waiting game, okay? You guys got knowledge that RSI, man. Like, you just got really, really acknowledge that RSI, you know? Yeah. You just gotta wait now, man. Just a matter of the waiting game. It's gonna come down. Like, it's just a matter of time. Not out of breath because I'm just tired of waiting. I'm waiting a very long time already, you know? Like, here it got gain strength. Like, that's the weird thing. Is the 20-minute chart gonna cross over? Finally, like, yeah, but sometimes it fakes out, you know? Like, sometimes it really does fake out. We'll see how it goes. Like what I'm talking about faking out is as in like coming down, right? And it actually never gets to the negative side. In fact, it goes a little bit higher, right? And then on the next one is actually the lower one. But it really does look like it wants to break down, right? Like, I mean, just it wants to break down, guys. Like out of here, whatever the slope is, okay? Like it really, really, really does. And I think it's going to eventually. Like these don't last forever, guys. Like things like that, okay? Why is my cursor on? You guys see what I'm talking about right there? It'll probably end up just snapping like right as soon as Bitcoin hits right around here. This guy as well. So I'm not gonna get too nervous or anything. I'm just gonna wait around right here, okay? I'm just gonna wait to see what's up with this right here. If this could actually break down or not. Yeah. Man, is Best Buy open today? I gotta go to Best Buy. I wanna buy a tablet. So I'm probably gonna start taking profit here on my IOTA short. Yeah, my IOTA short right here. I'm just gonna definitely take my profit. You guys might miss it because I'm in the middle of a Dota game right now. But I'll show you guys in a little bit when it starts filling out, right? So that's gonna be like 125 bucks. All right, guys. So Yeah, it's been like actually how many hours now? It's been like 3 hours since you guys last saw me in the last segment there. But yeah, like it kept trying to break above there, right? Above like the nine, say 913 ranges, and every time we got near there, I actually ended up stacking a lot more. So I was slowly shedding off some of my positions right there at lower prices, right, by taking profit. And then I was adding more to my positions near the top of the resistances, right? So now I'm in a pretty big position. I'm in a like a 6,000 coin again. I actually ended up increasing my base price by managing it well by over 6 cents, guys, okay? So notice how it's at 9.01 now, 9.01008093. I'm still in the same IOTA short, but I added more to my short position. My base price is now my base price is 1.16139.425. Same targets. Everything stays the exact same. Nothing broke above any key resistances. So now we kind of just wait around. So now look at my possible target one profit. It's going to be a possible $2,000 payday today, okay? And why did I go into this, guys? We have to go into this very clearly about why Bitcoin was very likely to actually break down and why it broke down instead of going upwards, right? So I've been talking about it breaking down for a while now. Now that we've given it a lot of time, what we have confirmed is that, well, look at the lower lows and lower highs, right? Despite the sideways price action, we're seeing lower lows and also lower highs as well. Very indicative. Lower lows, lower highs. We're seeing a series of downstepping on the histogram as well. So now, remember earlier I was talking about how you got to go through every single time frame to see where it's going to be a relevant crossover or histogram tick. We were basically waiting for. Oh man, my throat's so dry today. Excuse me, just have a sip of water. Alrighty. So yeah, like on the 15-minute chart, we were looking for that crossover, right? Didn't really happen. Actually, what time did I start it at the IOTA? Let's go take a look. IOTA started at 10 in the morning. All right. So at 10 in the morning, we were looking at the 15-minute crossover. Nothing really happened. 30-minute, nothing really happened too much, right? Downstepping. Actually, this one stair stepped really hard. So this might be the momentum that it needs to start coming down. This IOTA actually got as low as 8.94 already, okay? 94. Think about that for a second, okay? It got down to 8.94, which also means uh sorry, I just got distracted there. I'll be right back. It's finally starting to drop. Like this was a really long wait, guys. This is why I like to scalp rather than hold these positions for a long time, right? Like it's finally making its way down on every single coin right now, okay? And I'll explain to you guys like how fast the rate is gonna drop soon, okay? The reason why I believe that it is finally on a downtrend is because we are finally, for the first time in literally like 12 hours, we've finally fallen below the 55 moving average. And whenever we fall below the 55 moving average, it's always a good sign. So I'm extremely happy that we're about to move down below it. I've been managing my position all day, right, guys? Like, if you take a look here, like I bought some, right? Like as obviously I shorted some earlier, right? But then I shed some off of the table at a pretty decent price, right? My average was about 96, so I made about $100 on that. And then I actually added more to my position, right? From 907, 905, 910, even 908, 911s. So very good prices that I got, just stacking up the short as it got higher and higher, treating these main areas over here as a hard resistance, right? And then when you look at a higher time frame as well, for example, on a 20-minute chart, like you just got to acknowledge the fact that each peak up here, okay, this peak there, like that peak on above there, that actually I'll just use vertical lines to make it easier, okay? There, like right there, right there, which coincides with these regions right there. As you guys can see, these regions right here is pretty much the same high, right? Same high, but this one here is actually losing strength downwards. So you have to see this as momentum, as strength. So because this is going sideways, but it cannot retain the strength or get a series of higher highs on the RSI, it needs to get higher highs on the RSI. Okay, otherwise, this is what's going to happen. It's going downtrend heavily like this, okay? It's almost absurd when I tell people that I don't really lose a lot of trades, guys. Like, it's almost absurd, right? But when I count my Elliott waves, man, like lately with Elliott waves, like I see this as either there's always different combinations, but as so long as you isolate three impulse waves going up, right? You can easily nail it. So you can even call this as one, two, and then three, four, then five with almost like a double top, pretty much. This could be called a B, right? There could be one, two, three, four, five coming down here still. But nevertheless, we're at 95 right now, right? We're just testing this support right here. So you also look at this, okay? You say to yourself, okay, well, this is the same low, right? Same low. Well, what's the price action at? So the price action is like the same low as well, right? So you see the 5-minute chart try really hard to tick up, but it just really couldn't get any momentum. Now you keep going to these higher time frames over here, and you say, okay, well, which one is actually going to tick downwards on the histogram right now? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that at all. Yeah, okay, let's remove drawing tools. All right, now we're at 9.5. We're doing okay right here. Yeah, look at it just steadily, like it's dropping hard right now, guys. Yeah, don't mind the sound in the background once again. I've got my folks here this weekend with me till tonight. So, yeah, IOTA, man. Nothing's really going on with IOTA right now, guys. It's really, really sideways right here, okay? Yeah, we're about to make like $600 easy right here. Actually, it's more than that. We're gonna end up closing it at around 87. That's my target range right there. Okay, so if I put a 8.87, that's still $800 profit today, right? Like, yeah, I'm down for 800 bucks of profit today, guys. It's like, how is it not gonna hit this? Like, how is it not gonna hit it? You know, like this is gonna go low. It's gonna go low. It's gonna break well below it. It's most likely gonna hit the 55 EMA, or sorry, the 200 EMA right around the 382 fib region. IOTA is gonna follow the exact same path soon, right? Not really that down on IOTA, guys. Bitcoin's probably following the exact same path as well. It's just on a, it's gonna be on a tear. So remember how long ago I drew this, guys? You don't see it on here. You probably see it on this one. You saw it earlier on the 5-minute. You guys saw those lines, right? Like, where did it go? Right there. I drew that a long time ago, right? Just kind of anticipating some resistance up there. And we can easily see it come down. There we go. There's 89, 87. Easy profit. All right, guys. Looking really good so far, okay? Just about to fill this position. This was a really easy day. There you go. My positions actually got filled right here. Everything is looking pretty good. Bam, guys. That was the only trade I took today, okay? I was just waiting for the R side to get extremely high, and I scalped like a 1% scalp right here, and I'm about to get a good 1% scalp as well on IOTA. So cheers, guys, to a $660 profit right here. This was about a 1.3% gain.